In this video, we are going to go over how to create a quest on XP Network. A quest is not necessarily an official category of event, rather it is a very creative way to use the XP Network event software to help drive a certain type of engagement and reward that person's participation. Our first quests were done at the 2025 Origins Game Fair. They were developed to help drive engagement for our featured partners. We collaborated with and made quest events for our partners who supplied us with very cool items to give out whenever an Origins attendee had completed that partner's quest. It was a massive hit. We had many attendees complete multiple quests, grabbing all kinds of swag from the XP Network prize booth. There were a handful of attendees who actually completed every single quest we made for our partners. Again, it's a cool way to drive engagement and reward people for interacting with your stuff, and the flexibility of the XP Network event software made it possible, and even has safeguards to protect you and the items that you give out, which we will get into later. Let's dive into some examples of quests that were set up on XP Network for the Origins Game Fair. Catalyst Game Labs had these cool dog tags that doubled as a bottle opener. It caught a lot of people's attention when they were looking at all of the free publisher prizes at the XP Network booth. So we would get the question, hey, how do I get those dog tags? We would direct them to the Catalyst Game Labs quest on XP Network. You follow the steps of the quest. This one involved going to their booth and taking a demo, get your hand stamped after the demo, come back to the XP Network prize booth, and we will scan your event ticket and give you the dog tags. This quest is pretty ideal. It involves a level of interaction by taking a demo, then getting rewarded with a prize. There were a few quests like this for our publisher partners who had a physical booth at the Origins Game Fair. Other examples are Modifius and Weird Games, whose quests were set up the same. You sign up for the quest, you take a demo, you return with a hand stamp, and scan your ticket for a prize. All three of these quests had close to 100 participants each, so very good booth traffic and exposure that we sent to our partners. We also made quests for our partners who were not physically present at the Origins Game Fair. So let's go over what these look like. Ares Games had a very simple quest, just sign up for their newsletter. The attendee would show their welcome email to the XP Network representative at the prize booth. We would scan their ticket, and they received a free War of the Ring promo figure. Ulysses Spiel's quest was to go to their website and download at least one digital document for one of their games. Attendees would join the quest and do this in front of us. They would show us their download, we would scan their ticket, and then give them their choice of one of 3 books or a dice set. These quests were pretty simple. As you can see, this one had close to 200 people interact with it. So yeah, I just wanted to show some examples of how we ran quests at the Origins Game Fair. Now let's get into how to make one. We will begin by going to our event creator and just start filling out all of the fields. So for this one, I have a PenguinCon 2025 quest, Pixel Punch Arena. For the description, I'm going to put the quest details and steps. I'm going to paste some steps in right here. So I have log in to XP Network and join the event, go to the Traveling Pop-Up Arcade booth, play one game of Pixel Punch Arena there, get your hand stamped by the arcade attendant, you come back to the booth, pull up your ticket, get it scanned, and you receive your limited edition joystick button. You can use the event editor to make this as pretty as possible, but for the demo, I'm just going to leave it like this. For the activities, I'm going to put Pixel Punch Arena. Then I have some images here I'm just going to put in. So Pixel Punch Arena here. Got a banner and a cover image. There we go. Event type will be casual. Location type will be physical. And let's just say this is at the Las Vegas Convention Center. There we go. Event capacity. The pop-up arcade only has 200 of these limited edition joystick buttons to give out for trying Pixel Punch Arena, so I'm going to set the event capacity to 200. Got a start time and an end time. We're just going to say it starts on starts on Friday, ends on Sunday, starts at like 8 o'clock a.m., ends at 8 o'clock p.m. Event visibility, draft or publish. I'll put this in published. Organization will be Penguin Dynamics. This is if you have an organization associated with the event. Sometimes you may not, so you can just leave it as none if that's the case. And then I'm going to go ahead and create the event. Okay, so now I have my event created. Now I need to make tickets for the event so people can join the event and have a ticket that they can pull up to be scanned after they have completed the quest. So I'm going to go to the Edit tab on the event page. I'm going to go over here to Products, and then I'm going to create a product. And I'm going to create an event admission ticket. This is all I need. There's term admission and ticket add-on, but since this is a quest, I'll just do event admission ticket. And then for the name, I'll name it quest ticket. You can add a description if you want. I'm just going to copy paste it in here. Again, inventory will be 200 because I have 200 buttons to give out. I'm going to set the max quantity at 1. This is so that, one button per player. I'm going to enable it after saving, going to do a price. It's going to be $0 because it's a free ticket. You can put in on sale, off sale dates if you want. And then this is going to grant them admission to the event, which ultimately is linked to the ticket scanner as well. So we're going to go ahead and create the ticket. So now we have our quest ticket. After creating the event and setting up the ticket, you notice that you have a scanner tab here in the primary event navigation. As an event organizer, you will have this permission by default. If you tap this, you will initially see no scanner sessions found, so we have to set up a scanner session. So we're going to go to Edit and click Staff, and then we're going to tap the plus sign under Sessions. You can create multiple scanner sessions for different locations, but since I personally am going to be at the Penguin Dynamics booth scanning tickets, I'm going to put that as the scan location. Scan permission will be set to scan, and then I will set it to redeem the event ticket. Now I hit create. Now, when I go back to my scanner tab, I now have access to a scan session that I can tap, and it will ask for my camera permissions and then pull up the camera. You can do this on a laptop or a computer with a webcam, or also on your mobile phone. Now, let's say I have some employees or volunteers who are helping me out. I can assign them a ticket scanner role that will give them permission to scan and redeem tickets, then hand out the quest reward. You can add as many staff as you want and assign them whatever role they should have. So all I need to do is go to the staff tab and I search for users to add a staff. I just need their XP Network username. So I'm going to assign a volunteer. Mr. Tricorder is the username. I'm going to go ahead and tap him and then add him as a ticket scanner. Once added, I need to create a scanner session for him so he can scan tickets. So again, I'm going to put him at the Penguin Dynamics booth and redeem the ticket here. So now he has the scanner session at the main booth. Now, Mr. Tricorder is sometimes going to be on his feet visiting the arcade booth promoting the quest. So I can add another scan session and call it arcade booth. Give it the same permissions and redeem the ticket as well. So now he has 2 scan sessions. If Mr. Tricorder happens to be available at the arcade booth, he can use this ticket scanner session to redeem the quest ticket, then give them the joystick button over there. We'll get into this later on, but you have the ability to look up every single scan that was done and who scanned the ticket at which location. That's why the location can matter, and this is how you can use the flexibility of the ticket scanner to set it up in this way if you choose to do so. Whenever you add another user as a staff member to your event, they actually get a notification that says that their staff permissions have been updated, and then they may need to log out and log back in to see the changes, but they can just tap this notification. It will take them directly to the event, and then they have access to their ticket scanner right here. So you can see that there are 2 sessions. They can scan at the Penguin Dynamics booth, and they can also scan at the arcade booth. Once we are ready to go, the organizer would flip the ticket on, and then people can join the event. For the purpose of this demo, I am going to join with 3 people. I have these emulators here set up to showcase attendees on their phones. The easiest way to direct someone to the quest is through direct link sharing or by a QR code that takes the attendee directly to the event on XP Network. So we'll go ahead and copy the link and paste it in here, and this will bring them directly to the event. They can see the event, read the quest steps, sign up or log into XP Network, and then join the event. So we're going to hit join, going to purchase the ticket, costs $0. Confirm we got the ticket, and here is my ticket. So this is what I'll pull up when I need scanned, and you can do that by hitting the ticket button right here. They can also find the event by typing in the event name, so I can just go search, and I'll just search like Penguin Con. Here we go. This is another way to find it. Go ahead, join event, turn these 2 on, confirm, get my ticket. So now this person's good to go. Again, they can just tap the ticket tab, see their ticket. You can also search by location. So since this event is at the Las Vegas Convention Center, I can use this right here and then type in Las Vegas, search it that way. Alternatively, I can also search by the activity. So I can put in like Pixel Punch Arena, for example. Here we go. And then I can find the quest this way. So there's many ways to find the quest, but the easiest way is through direct link sharing or like having a QR code and then they scan that and it takes them directly to your event. So now I can see that I have 3 people I got to sign up for the quest. This is something they can do on their own time. Doesn't need to be immediately. This convention is a few days long, so they have a bunch of time. Ideally, as the convention goes on, I'm talking to people at the booth, telling them about the free quest to try Pixel Punch Arena and get the joystick button. So now I have an attendee who comes back with a hand stamp from the arcade booth. They would pull out their phone, go to the event on XP Network, and then pull up their ticket to be scanned. I'm going to have Mr. Tricorder here pull up his ticket scanner on his phone and then scan the ticket. So in order to showcase this in video demo format, I'm going to log into the attendee on my phone. I'm going to go to the event. I'm going to pull up my ticket and then use my webcam as Mr. Tricorder's phone. So as you saw, there was a green success. There we go. I can now give them their limited edition joystick button. Now, I want to showcase what happens if you scan their ticket again. When I go to scan the same ticket, it'll actually show up as failed. It says that the ticket may already have been used. This is to prevent fraud, such as attendees double dipping or screenshotting their ticket and sending it to their friends and trying to game the system. This is a very strong safeguard that protects your partners and the rewards that you are giving out. There are other error messages too, like if you scan a ticket that belongs to a different event, it will tell you that as well. If for some reason you cannot scan a ticket, like in the case of a severely cracked phone screen or something, you can actually go to the back end and manually redeem someone's ticket. You can just go into products and go into the orders tab. You can see the redemption right here. You can find the person in here, tap on their ticket, go ahead and click redeem, and then manually redeem the ticket this way, and then give them their quest item. So yeah, that covers setting up a quest and the flow of a user starting and completing the quest. Ideally, this would happen all weekend long, and hopefully you run out of quest rewards to give out. I'd like to finish up by showing some analytics you have in the backend regarding ticket scans and redemptions. So under Edit, I'm going to go to the Products tab, and then click on Orders. Here is where I can view the redemption status of each person's ticket. All tickets default start at 0 out of 1 and then go to 1 out of 1 once it's scanned. So I can see here who all signed up for the quest and who all has completed the quest. This is a very cool analytic to show a partner afterwards. Like, hey, we had 170 people show enough interest to join the quest and 150 of them took the time to complete it for their quest reward. Also over here in the redemptions tab, you have a log of every single ticket scan. Who scanned the ticket, the location the scanner was assigned to, if it was a success or a failure scan, the timestamp. This log is great accountability within your team, and if you ever need to go deep into an issue, such as an attendee insisting they never scan the ticket, you have this redemptions log to help track down the timestamp and who scanned the ticket. That concludes the demo for how to run a quest on XP Network. If you have any questions or feedback, please feel free to join the XP Network Discord server. We value your perspective and your input can guide the next steps for the platform.